Ever since Meghan Markle married Prince Harry, she's been challenging some of the longest and most staunchly held royal traditions. The royal family has rules about everything from the proper time to wear a tiara to what kind of seasoning is acceptable at dinner. So you can only imagine the extensive Christmas traditions this family is expected to follow. But this year, it looks as though it's just one more rule for Meghan Markle to break, as she's getting away with things Kate Middleton never could. We'll tell you what's going on and why it's such a big deal. Tradition. The royal family has no shortage of strictly upheld traditions, and Christmas is a particularly important time for the royal family. In general, it's considered mandatory to spend Christmas with the royal side of the family. Meghan Markle has a bit of a reputation for being a royal rule breaker, but this is one rule even Kate Middleton doesn't strictly follow. Previously, she and Prince William hosted their own Christmas with her parents, spending their first Christmas as a married couple at Anmer Hall. And on another occasion, they took their children, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, to spend the day with her parents instead. Kate Middleton is close with her non-royal side of the family, who provides her with support and live close by. While she may get a pass to duck out and spend Christmas with them, Meghan Markle doesn't quite have the same option when it comes to her family. If Meghan didn't spend Christmas with the royal family, she would have to travel to spend it with her mother, unlike Kate, who has her own family close by. Pippa Middleton. We love the relationship between Kate Middleton and her sister Pippa. These two are total sister goals, but Pippa does represent a bit of a problem where the royal family is concerned. Meghan Markle is estranged from most of her family, with the exception of her mother, but Kate is quite close with hers. While her parents are generally held in high regard, there have been some eyebrows raised about Pippa's questionable behavior. Pippa has earned herself a reputation of being a bit of a partygoer, and we aren't talking about formal dinner parties. Sources claim that the palace has reprimanded Pippa on numerous occasions for her behavior while partying hard in Paris. She was also investigated by the police when one of her male friends pointed what looked like a gun at a photographer. It turned out to be a toy, and nobody was harmed, but the palace felt the incident reflected poorly on Pippa. It's unlikely that the Queen would want someone like Pippa attending the royal family Christmas celebration after all of the controversy she's generated. Snub. It seems as though there have been tons of reports about Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton struggling to get along. It can be tough when a long-held family dynamic shifts with the addition of a new member, but Kate isn't the only one Meghan sometimes struggles to get along with. While the royal family may not want to associate with Pippa, apparently she and Meghan have some bad blood between them as well. When Meghan and Prince Harry were dating, Pippa chose not to invite Meghan to her 150-person wedding. Other non-engaged guests were invited to bring their significant others, but not Prince Harry. So when it came time for Meghan Markle's wedding, she was all too happy to return the favor and left Pippa Middleton off the guest list. It's clear these two won't be exchanging Christmas gifts anytime soon. But Meghan is an official member of the royal family, while Pippa is not. So if anyone's gonna get a spot at the royal family Christmas celebration, it's definitely going to be Meghan. Uncle. Pippa Middleton is far from the only member of Kate's family to stir up controversy, and it's easy to see why her family has earned a blanket ban on formal events. Reportedly, back in 2009, her uncle, Gary Goldsmith, was banned from Buckingham Palace due to his embarrassing and unpredictable behavior. He did appear at Kate's wedding since then, but it's possible that was a special exception. We definitely don't expect to see Goldsmith breaking a Christmas cracker with the Queen anytime soon. Various undercover journalists reported that some truly scandalous things were taking place at Goldsmith's multi-million-dollar Ibiza mansion. Ibiza is known for its partying, but the tales of Goldsmith's indulgences were epic, even considering the location. And to make matters worse, Goldsmith doesn't always use discretion when talking to the press. He once revealed some comments allegedly made by Prince William about Kate's figure. There was a ton of bad press on the topic, and it's no wonder yet another member of Kate's family ended up on the naughty list this Christmas. Split. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have such a beautiful family and a loving marriage that it makes us almost forget they once broke up. Yes, Prince William and Kate Middleton split up before eventually reconciling and getting married. Meghan Markle gets a ton of press for being a commoner, but Kate doesn't come from the fanciest family either. According to multiple sources, Kate was understandably miserable when she and William separated, and many believe her mother's former career might have had something to do with why they broke up. Get ready to clutch your pearls, because Kate Middleton's mother used to be a flight attendant. To us non-royals, this should be a non-issue, but some people at the palace reportedly found this a source of great amusement. Some people believe the rather mundane background of Kate's family caused a rift between her and William that was barely able to be repaired. With that in mind, it's no wonder the Queen isn't rolling out the red carpet for the Middletons come Christmas time. Costume. The flight attendant part of Carol Middleton's resume may have raised some eyebrows, but the palace is reportedly still not happy with her. Carol now owns a party store called Party Pieces, which sells Halloween costumes among various other wares. One year the store sold a wide variety of zombie-themed Halloween costumes, and among them was a costume called Sleeping Zombie Princess, and all hell broke loose. Although the costume looks simple enough and like something you could make at home, it was deemed respectful to the royal family. Princess Diana, the mother of Prince William and Prince Harry, passed away in a car accident back in 1997. This sleeping zombie princess was thought by many to be a reference to the late Princess Diana, and some even called for the store to be boycotted. Best case scenario, the costume was deemed to be in bad taste, which is a huge deal where the royal family is concerned. What do you think of this costume? Was it a slight against the royal family, or simply a fun Halloween costume? We're guessing this all means Kate Middleton's family isn't going to be invited to Halloween with the royal family either. James Middleton. So everyone knows about Kate Middleton's sister, Pippa Middleton, but we tend to forget that she has a brother named James Middleton. And as you've probably guessed, he also isn't the sort of person the royal family is going to be inviting to Christmas dinner anytime soon. Most members of Kate's family have attended college or served time in the military, but James has done neither of these. We're not saying you need to do these things in order to be successful, but we're also not members of the royal family. James has struggled in school because of his dyslexia and says he looks at leaving school not as dropping out, but as moving on. However, that unfortunately hasn't worked out well for him either. The good news is that James started up several businesses, including a company that creates custom printed marshmallows. The bad news is that all of his businesses failed. Where did he get the money for these ventures? In addition to a bank loan, he also got some cash from his uncle, Gary Goldsmith. You remember, the hard-partying uncle with a mansion in Ibiza? Scandal. Borrowing your siblings' clothes usually isn't that big of a deal, but when James wore one of his sister Kate Middleton's polka dot dresses, the public just couldn't stop talking about it for some reason. Now, the royal family has a lot of fashion rules they have to follow, but James doesn't even adhere to the fashion rules most of us follow. Photos have surfaced of him wearing a French maid outfit complete with fishnet stockings and lipstick, and these aren't even the most outrageous photos of him out there. And while he attended Edinburgh University, both he and his sister Pippa were proud members of the Starfish's hockey team. This team was known for spending more time drinking and partying than practicing. On multiple occasions, he got so drunk he had to be carried to the car and did a variety of other regrettable and highly publicized drunken acts. Needless to say, most families don't appreciate this kind of thing, let alone the proper royal family. At this point, we just wonder when Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton are going to finally bond over their embarrassing family members. Thomas Markle. Now, let's take a moment to talk about Meghan Markle's dysfunctional family members. Although Meghan enjoys a close relationship with her mother, Doria Ragland, the same can't be said about her relationship with her father. Many of us remember the ugliness and drama he caused around the time of her wedding to Prince Harry. Meghan was trying to focus on throwing a massive and lavish event to mark a happy occasion, and it seemed like every day her father, Thomas Markle, was in the papers for some reason or another. He isn't shy about giving interviews to the British media and talking about his daughter at great length. The problem with this is that he has next to no relationship with his daughter and admits he doesn't keep in touch with her. But this hasn't stopped him from claiming she's miserable in her marriage and making inflammatory statements about the political beliefs of Prince Harry. But unlike Kate's family, Meghan's is much more fragmented. Inviting Doria to spend Christmas with the royal family does not mean Thomas Markle has to be invited. In this case, Meghan's fragmented family is working out in her favor. Prince Charles. Everyone knows that in the royal family, what the Queen says goes. While this is true, it doesn't mean that she's immune to feedback from her fellow royal family members. In particular, her son, Prince Charles, who is next in line for the throne. Charles and Doria Ragland have really hit it off, and the two have become quite friendly with one another. During the wedding of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, Prince Charles was often spotted trying to make Doria feel comfortable and at ease. It seems these two get along really well, and we wouldn't be surprised if Prince Charles suggested she be invited to spend Christmas Day with the royal family. When Prince Harry was growing up, he reportedly had a rather strained relationship with his father, Prince Charles. But in recent years, the two have been getting along especially well, and Charles was very supportive about his marriage to Meghan. It seems like Charles is making a real effort with Harry, and that extends to making his new mother-in-law feel welcome with the royal family. Changes. Many people act as though the rules of the royal family are set in stone and are never allowed to change. But although this family may have a ton of traditions, they're all capable of being changed at a moment's notice. Queen Elizabeth has relaxed a lot of royal policies in recent years, and maybe the Christmas traditions are next on her list of things that need to be revised. Prior to the birth of Princess Charlotte, the birth of a boy child would cause girls to lose their place in line of succession. But thanks to Queen Elizabeth's new rule, Prince Charlotte retained her position even after the birth of her younger brother, Prince Louis. The royal family is capable of changing with the times, and Queen Elizabeth has proven this over the course of her reign. Welcoming Meghan Markle's mother to Christmas is a big deal, and may go a long way toward making the royal family look more modern and accessible. It seems like the Queen is doing everything she can to make Meghan feel like a welcome and important part of the royal family. What do you think about Doria's invitation to spend Christmas with the royal family? Is it a sign of progress? Or is the Queen playing favorites? Let us know what you think in the comment section. And then click on the subscribe button for more videos from us here at TheTalko. Bye for now.